Well, hello. I think you'll be able to tell in just a moment the pen that I'm about to do with my first impression. But let me just say, this pen I owe to Chris Rapp because it's one I'd been unsure about, and then I watched his video review of this pen and decided, yeah, I'm interested. And so I've wandered around the internet for a while, quite a while actually, since seeing his video. Because it turns out these are very expensive pens, and you have to wait till you find one that's at a price you're willing to pay. And that said, this is at the upper limit of what I'm willing to pay for a pen I know almost nothing about. So let's hope this is a good first impression. So without further ado, I present the Parker Ellipse. So it arrives in a Parker box. And there it is, in all of its glory. Just thinking about my glamour shot. I think, because I'm going to have to make a title screen out of this eventually. We'll turn it around like that for there, for the title screen. And that's enough of that. Let's take a look at the pen. Oh, the box. There's some junk under it. It's a box. That was a little louder than I expected. So you look at the pen and it's got it's a metal pen, but it has a really nice lacquer on it. I see a few flaws in the lacquer. Maybe that's why I got it a little cheaper. There's one. I can also see some condensation. I can't use the excuse I'm in my cold basement. There's another one. But on the whole, I think the lacquer is well done. It just has an interesting depth to it. Very different sort of lacquer than I've seen, for example, on the... Yes, I had a pen accident earlier. Different sort of lacquer than I've seen on some of the other Parker pens. Slip cap. Here on the grip section, I guess I do see a little bit of use. Medium nib, slightly hidden, and kind of mirrors this interesting kind of design. And it's it's a cartridge converter sort of a pen. So let's ink it up. And if I'm going to use a Parker pen, I think a Parker Quink would be appropriate. So I'm using Parker Quink Blue Black. Oh, I just noticed the M. Or did I point that out? I can't remember. It's medium. I will say with these first impressions, with used/vintage pens, I clean them out before I do these first impressions. So this pen has been cleaned, but I have not written with it. And I've had to force myself not to handle it or spend too much time staring at it and admiring its finish. But all of the above will probably be happening after this. Unless this turns out to be a really bad first impression. In which case I may have to send Chris Rapp the bill for the pen. Actually, it's a good thing that's not how reviews work. Because there have been a few I've just loved and other people said, "How can you like that pen? I trusted you, man." So remember, of course, this is a first impression. I'll just add, because I forgot to mention it, France. What is that? I can't really make that out. I'll probably be able to make it out when I look at the video, but with the lighting situation here, I can't. And that is another doohickey that I can't quite make out, but probably when I get... Oh, a Q with a dot next to it. Wonder if that's a version of a date code. I bet it is. In fact, if it is, I will put in as a little thingy at the bottom of the screen. Caption, there we go. Wow. I'll put a little caption about what that date code means. These pens were only made for a very short number of years. There is actually one for sale on myoberpens.com right now that got me re-interested in it. But I will say this. This isn't that one, and this one cost me quite a lot less. Okay, a little bit of a hard start there. But as I recently demonstrated over on my Instagram account, I sometimes am not doing the best job cleaning pens out, so I may not have cleaned this out as well as I thought I did. So Parker Ellipse, this is a medium nib. The ink is Parker Quink. See, now it's going just great. Blue black. Which is actually has kind of a greenish shade, which is, it's the way it is. Parker Quink blue black. As far as flex, although it is a gold nib, it's hardly a flex nib. Has some line variation. Not amazing amounts, but it has it. Wetness and flow. No trouble keeping up. The smear test. It is Quink, and as somebody pointed out in the comments in another video, the QU in Quink means quick, so it is quick drying. And reverse writing. Not bad. It's kind of like a very dry fine. And the world famous Peer Gustafson test. So, no trouble keeping up there. A little bit dry, but that could be the ink. So what can I say about this pen? Well, first of all, I wonder if it fits in my pocket. Yes, this shirt, somewhere here, there it is. Somewhere this shirt has a hole for putting your pen in so your flap doesn't look all deformed if you're carrying a pen around in it. And as you saw, other than finding the hole, that went on just like a champ and off like a champ. So definitely a pen I could carry up there. On the heavy side, but it's a very nice pen. The quality of the pen is really apparent. Now, it's a Parker. Parkers aren't necessarily the most exciting pens. What Parkers are good pens that are reliable. And that's what I'm looking forward to with the experience with this. I am looking forward to trying it with some different inks and different papers, especially different inks. As I was writing there, I had this thought that, that would look really good with like Noodler's Black Swan and English Rose. So I feel like that may be the next ink I put in this pen, but I'll write down this Parker Quink Blue Black first. I just want to get to know the pen. And want you to remember that this is a first impression, which means exactly that. I have never used the pen before. I don't have any experience with it. I need to use it with several inks on several papers in different writing situations. And so until that time comes when I do a review, I will go through at least 3 full fills of ink on this pen. But the first impressions are okay. Not whoa, but definitely okay. It is a good pen. So at least for now, I don't have to get my money back from Chris Rapp. So I want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.